when we first started, if we would have had social media, are you kidding me? We would have been doing $10 billion a year. All right, what's up, everybody? Listen, I was going and scrolling through Instagram and LinkedIn the other night, and I was just shocked at how many people are still not realizing that they can make money and create their businesses and blow their existing businesses up on social media. I'm thinking about when Fubu started. Now think about it. We did billions of dollars in sales globally, and we still sell a lot of Fubu. But when we first started, if we would have had social media, are you kidding me? We would have been doing $10 billion a year. And that's why I want to make sure that as I share all this information with you, I'm going to share with you some of the differences of back in the days with Fubu and how you can maximize it now. But make sure you check out my Mastering Social Media course in the link below. But I want to give you a frame of reference on thinking about these things. I used to pay $80,000 a month to put my stuff in the Macy's windows and then also in their circulars. You can start off with $10 a month right now just to see if it works. And even when it was in Macy's windows, I didn't know all those people walking by Macy's, those weren't all my customers. Those are people of all ages and ethnicities and everything else. And they were walking back and forth just to get to the subway. So think about how much money I was wasting. If I was spending $80,000 in Macy's windows, I was probably wasting $70,000 of it. When the circulars went out, how do I know who got the circulars? How do I know if they even follow through with the circulars? But now, for $10, all the way up to $10,000 a month, you can directly hit your customer. All right, what about user-generated content today? A lot of people think that you got to make every single video that you put out for your company. No, there's user-generated content. Think about Bombas socks, or think about the box openings that you see online when people are like, oh my God, what's in this box? Boom. And they post it out there and other people see it and then they tag you. Or you tag them. What about your customers that get product from you and you tag them and they're like, wow, you really love and respected me. You put me on your social media platform showing how I was able to use your product or rock your clothes or help people with your product. This is what social media does, and you can touch people right there. What about social media influencers? I did my thing of influencing people by getting influencers with rappers. But I had to wait for the rapper to like it. I had to wait for the rapper's manager to say okay. Then the record label said it was okay to put it in the video. The director had to like it, and then maybe even BET and MTV said, oh, the logo's too big, maybe you got to take it out. Now you can find influencers who have 10 people that like them, 100 people that like them. You can make sure that you don't have to go after the big people like the Kim Kardashians. You can go after 50 people that have just 10 people that like them, and then it starts to grow. And you can talk directly to them. And that is exactly about how you use influencers. Now, I do have Founding Fubu coming out, Audible original. You can check out how I utilize influencers back in the days and how you can switch that up and use them now. Now, what about talking directly to your customer? How many of you text me, DM me, or send messages out to me? You would have never been able to do that without social media. You couldn't get a hold of me. I couldn't get a hold of you. You could talk to your customer. If your customer is dissatisfied, they can talk to you. Hey, I don't like this. And then you know what you could say? How can I make it better? When somebody took something back from a store or took it back to the store and said, I don't like it, that checkout person at the store didn't call me and say, and Mr. John, here's what's happening with some of your products. So then I would have been able to fix it. I probably lost that customer. That customer probably said, I spent my hard-earned money on Fubu and it let me down. And you know what? No more. I'm going to move on to Nike or Sean John or something else. You get to talk directly to your customer. You get their feedback. You get to DM them. You get to remember, I'm going to always say it, the only 3 ways to deal with a customer. You got to acquire a new one, upsell a current one, or make one buy more frequently. Upselling a current customer or making one buy more frequently is 20 times easier than acquiring a new one. The stats also say that a customer that complains, and when you answer their complaint, they are 25% more dedicated to your brand or to you because you made them feel special. They said, I had a problem, and they answered me. And they believe and respect in what I was saying or what I am or who I am or my thoughts. And that is why being able to talk to them directly is absolutely amazing. And now, last but not least, social media. You can hit the entire world with your phone. I don't have my phone. I was going to show you my phone. I said, with the palm of your phone. I wasn't able to hit people in Japan, India, Australia, South America, and New York and California and Iowa at the same time within putting up a post. You can do that now. I don't want you to work hard. I want you to work smart. So I want to make sure that you check out my Mastering Social Media course in the link below, and I want to make sure that you are successful. I want you to make all your mistakes small on social media, figuring it out before you build this big factory or this big warehouse or this big retailer. And you can learn about this all on social media so that when you are ready to blow, all you're doing is putting fuel on top of that fire that you've already created. And you will do that by mastering social media. Peace. What's up? Now, it's the Sharp DAYMOND John here, and if you're already here, I already know you're dedicated to bettering yourself and learning as much as you can. To learn even more, subscribe to my channel and make sure that you don't miss any of these valuable videos, and I will see you next time.